Hey everyone, I'm back at the State Fair, the Maryland State Fair, where I've come back to the Home Arts Center because my mom, she wanted to enter blueberry muffins in the competition, the Home Arts competition. As you can see behind me here, these are all the entries from last week. You can see all the blue ribbons and the red ribbons and the white ribbons. So the blue, red, and white, first, second, third, and then pink is fourth. So in these categories, larger categories, they have multiple entries. Here's two of the potential blueberry muffins. Turns out that you only need to submit 4, and you kind of have to submit them nicely. And she gave me 6 to put in for her because I'm the one that brought it down here. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, man, I don't know what the regulations are for this competition. So if you look at these, you can see that these are a little bit oblong on the top. And I realized that, oh, this is because of the convection. Like the oven has pretty heavy convection and it's blowing the tops to the side. So it might be a good idea if you're working with convection to get that better heat distribution to turn it around, midway through. As you can see, we're walking around and there's so much to see here. Like we came on last week, Friday, to have a look and also to see, how's my entry. There's just so much to see that you can't really see everything in one quick go, or at least just in a couple hours. So I'm going to come back over the weekend to try to get more of it in. But like I said, I actually entered myself in one of the competitions for the woodworking category, woodworking advanced techniques, and I submitted a chair, and it was a little bit stressful because, I've got the chair already finished and it had to be made sometime in the past year between the last fair and this one. But the real stress is that, my mom and my aunt had entered in the baking competition here at the State Fair quite a few times over the years, and they've always come away with a ribbon. Whether it was third place, second place, first place, they always had a ribbon. So the stressful part was like, am I going to be the only one in my family to enter the State Fair competition and not get a ribbon? So I entered a chair, and here it is. And I'm happy to say that, wow, I was lucky enough not to be embarrassed from my family. I did end up here. As you can see, it's a third place ribbon. So, that's great. To me, that's really amazing that I was able to at least get something on my first go. Now, the second place are these wooden knives. I wish I could see the description of them, but they're really pretty. And the burling on them is just beautiful. And then the one that were first place is by a guy named Keith Frampton, who made this writing desk box. Is that what it's called? It doesn't really have a description, but basically it's a writing desk box that has dovetails and really beautiful artistry to make it. And so it's really, it's not losing, but your third place is some really beautiful work. But the one that really surprised me was this table. I thought it was awesome. Like I saw that when it was here when I first dropped off last week, and I was like, oh, I'm going to lose. I'm not going to make it. But surprising, I couldn't believe that this guy did not even get a ribbon. If you happen to be the artist that made it, you will see this, man. I think this side table is awesome. Like, I'm just like, whoa, that is hella great work. So there's a lot to see here at the Maryland State Fair, and I'm only in one building just for the Home Arts because it's Wednesday and the whole fair is closed until tomorrow. It reopens there, but there's so much to see here. This is the 4-H side of the building, so 4-H has their own competitions for their members. It's just such a lot to see. Like, there's really awesome stuff here. So if you get the chance, come down to the Maryland State Fair, either this weekend that's happening. We're on the weekend of, today is August 27th, 2025. It's this weekend and next weekend it's running, so there's plenty of time if you're in the area. They have rides, they have games, they have cows and pigs and goats and all that kind of stuff in the other building. If you watch last week's live stream, we were here at the State Fair walking around looking at the cows. So, yeah. And the best thing about this competition, now that we know that there's only 4 muffin submissions for the category of blueberry muffins, I now have 2 muffins to eat for myself. All right. Hope this helps, or at least you find this somewhat interesting. And thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.